With more than 100 years of experience, the Cazeneuve company based in the Isère department of southeastern France remains a benchmark of French machine tool manufacture. With products developed and assembled at its premises, Cazeneuve maintains its reputation as a French machine tool manufacturer. It's in the design department that the true mastery of the product is created, responding immediately to the customer requirements. Aware of the increasing number of conventional lathe users, Cazeneuve has reinvented the concept of machining. With its intelligent visualization system, the Optica allows, without any knowledge of programming, machining parts of all forms, even complex, that are usually carried out using numerical control lathes. The Optica lathe is now the conventional lathe, the fastest, accurate and user-friendly on the market. After being turned on, the Optica system is directly operational. It is not necessary to use an original point. Once the part to be machined is mounted and the tool locked, machining can begin. The operator will find the same work ergonomics as a conventional lathe. The Optica system includes a display screen divided into 4 main areas. The first shows the current position. The second allows you to view the cutting conditions programmed through the keyboard, machining speed, cutting speed, and tools selected. The third is an area used for operations. The fourth is the area for real-time graphics. The system also includes a panel composed of an industrial touch screen for entering values, and a handling area including 2 electronic hand wheels, 2 potentiometers for the change of spindle speed and feed, a handle to start the machining, a button for rapid traverse, an on-off button for spindle rotation. Consider an example of machining from stock of 60 mm diameter to machine a 40 mm diameter at 68 mm long. In traditional machining, the mounting of stops might be necessary. On the Optica system, you just have to input the diameter to be machined in the X-axis and the length to achieve the Z dimension required. Turn on the spindle rotation and operate the manipulator in the direction of machining to launch the automatic advance. The machining will stop once the dimension required is reached. When the manipulator is operated in the opposite direction at the end of the cutting cycle, the tool is automatically repositioned at its starting point. All cutting and return operations are initiated with the manipulator. This type of machining can be repeated using the 99 stops storable in length as well as diameter. Machining a cone or taper is very easy. On a conventional lathe, this type of work is difficult to implement. With the Optica system, simply enter the length of the cone and its angle to a stop. In this example, this cone will be achieved with a constant cutting speed of 180 meters a minute, which ensures a good surface condition. To machine a thread, begin by installing the appropriate tool. Call up the correct tool by pressing the T key followed by the identification number. To achieve a thread on a conventional lathe, it is necessary to the pitch, etc., using levers or even to change gears, making the machining long and tedious. Using the Optica system, presenting the thread button displays the parameters relating to the machining, either external or internal threads. Enter the thread pitch, whatever its value. Enter Z length of the thread in relation to the start of the thread. The introduction of a Z backward value combined with the X backward value allows the tool to exit without damage to the thread. In the case of a conical thread, simply enter the angle of it to make a tapered thread. Make as many passes as necessary to achieve the desired depth. 99 different threads can be stored. The Optica system can repair threads. You only have to manually put the tool tip at the bottom of the thread. Push the thread's resume button allows which resynchronization of the thread. The icon for resumed thread appears to indicate that the repair work can now begin. Exclusively developed by Cazeneuve for flatbed Optica 2-axis, the drawing menu allows the production of complex shapes by focusing only on the drawing. Once the starting point is defined, we can create the desired shape using the following: vertical straight line or dressage, horizontal straight line or chariotage, oblique straight line or cone, and arcs and circles. The method of drawing on the Optica system is an intuitive to create elements as it is to modify those elements. At each moment, it is possible to modify or delete each element independently. The intersection points of the drawing will be recalculated automatically in real time. In a second step, we can create chamfers or radii. Many complex operations are simplified to save you time. For example, just press one button to duplicate a set of element, reverse the direction of construction, or insert an element within the design. Once completed, the three-dimensional visualization allows a simulation of the finished machining. Once the design is completed, the depth and length of cut in X and Z is displayed in red on the graphics screen when run in draft mode. A traverse indicator is visible at the top right of the screen. The manipulator controls the machining in the longitudinal and transverse feeds, depending on its position. When the Finish button is selected, the control starts the machining and follows the design from its departure point to its arrival point. It is possible to store 999 drawings in the Optica's memory. By scrolling drawings one by one, they are identified easily in the window. It is also very easy to copy, move or store them on a USB key. To machine a pocket, position the tool as close as possible, move the manipulator in the machining direction. At the end of the pass, the quick return is automatically positioned to the right place for the next pass. To machine a groove, position the tool at the center of the groove. As soon as the tool reaches the side of the groove, it moves into the previous path. To reduce the risk of collision, a security zone can be programmed in length and diameter. Real-time machining can be monitored on the graphics window, allowing you to maintain a perfect vision of the tool regardless of its position in the workpiece. The Optica system is available over the range of Cazeneuve flatbed lathes, from 360 to 1100 and lengths between centres of 1 to 6 metres.